This will be the track that the robot will follow. The lines on the left are markers, so the robot would know its current location along the track. So this will be the home base or the base station. That will be station number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What I want to do is to send the robot to a specific station by pressing a button. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 buttons. This will be for station 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pressing 2 should tell the robot to go to station number 2. Afterwards, it should come back to the home base. I have here a temporary setup. So instead of buttons, I'm going to simulate the button presses. I have the following wires connected to 5 different pins. Pin number 7, 8, 12, 11, 12, and 14 or A0. This wire is currently connected to ground. So I have tested all the pins. Pins are okay. They may be used for our purpose. So I'll proceed with the coding. So here, I have written the code, the necessary code to make this work, except for the buttons. So all I need to do is to add the code for the buttons. But first things first, I need to declare what buttons are to be used or what pins are to be used for the buttons. So I'll add here 5 new constant variables. To make things easier, I will name them as button 1. This will store 7 for pin number 7. Pin number 2, button number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Button 2 is connected to pin 8. Button 3 connected to pin 11. Pin 12 for button 4, and for the last button is connected to pin number 14, or also known as A0. And then I have to set the pin mode for the pins. Pin mode for button 1, which contains 7, will be input, pull up. Same thing for button number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So all pins connected to the buttons will be high at all times. And the way this will work is my code will check the value stored in the variable target station. Once it changes from 0 to any number from 1 to 5, the robot should start moving. And I have here another function, on standby. This will be used to tell the robot to wait for inputs. So in general, I have 3 main things for the robot. Be on standby, wait for the orders, and then start moving or move if orders have been received already, and check the location from time to time. I'm going to add the code here that will check the status of the buttons. Also, I will use this function to check whether or not the button is pressed. So if it's low, if the reading of the button is low, then return 1. 1 means yes. Otherwise, return 0 means no. So here, let's start with if. First if, I will simply set the value of the variable's target station will be equal to 1. And that will only happen if pressed. Then I'll give the number of the pin, which is stored in button 1. So if it's pressed, or pressed is equal to 1, meaning currently it is being pressed, then change the value of the target station from 0 to 1. So I'll do the same for the other buttons. This will be 2. Will be 4 and 5. So let us check. Okay, so again, this block of code will basically check which of the buttons are being pressed, and then it will change the value of whatever is stored in the variable target station, and that will trigger the movement of the robot. So I'll upload it first. Okay, let's wait. Wait, let me just check. What did I forget here? There, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll upload it again. Okay, going to simulate the button key press for station number 1. So I'll just connect ground to the pin connected to pin 7. It should change the status of the pin from high to low. It should stay there, and then afterwards it should go back to the home base. And then I'll send it this time to number 4, station number 4. forgotten something again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any other pin? Again. 1, 2, 3. So I press the button for the third station. So it stays there and should go back to the home page. Okay, I may need to adjust the power, but focusing on the buttons, we can see that it actually works. So I'll send it to station number 5. And then it should go back to the home base. One last time. Station number 2. 1, 2, and go back to home base. There you go.